amount of wind we've got at the moment, I'm just keeping in reverse. Keeping an eye on the guys' lines, making sure they're straight up and down, just to make sure we're fishing really efficiently. Don't get a big belly in it, constantly letting line out. You can't feel the bites, see the bites, so it makes it a bit harder for me not to be able to fish, but more of a team effort when you're doing this deeper water, especially with the amount of wind we've got around at the moment. Really need to be on the wheel the whole time, in and out of reverse. Make sure I keep the boys in the strike zone for as long as I can. And also making sure I steer in reverse to make sure that they're not getting crossed up and getting a big angle up underneath the boat. Make sure they're up and down. Makes it a lot easier for them to fish. Notice Foxy's actually hand lining it at the moment, so he's not letting it bounce off the rod tip. Let's slack line out, so you've got a lot of slack line down there. Without those baits constantly moving up and down with the boat motion, it's got that slack line there, just so it's not bouncing the sinker up off the bottom. Fish absolutely love it at times. Sometimes they don't care, they'll just come and smash the bait when it's bouncing off the rod tip. Other times, hand lining it like that can make it or break a trip. We often deep drop fish with that method, and it works extremely well. There's hardly any current, so what I'm doing here is just basically compensating for the wind we've got. Especially a big cab boat like this, wind gets inside it, it's like a big sail and pushes you along. Back in reverse now. You can see a good show of fish underneath us. Been a barry then?
Yeah, it's a bit of one.
Bigger.
Okay, sort of grabbed it. Yeah, hit all those, Chris.
Going on? Yeah. All great.
Side of it. Oops.
Good eater. First victim of the day, Foxy. Nice little eating barcod.
Yep. See the bars on him?
Yeah, they're very prominent, the bars on these little fellas. Good eating size, Foxy. Bit easier to fillet those ones.
Yeah. Those big fellas.
Victim number one for the day. The next victim is a pearly, I'd say. Oh, it's a nice pearly. This one nice one, Dave. People do to start with. Victim number two.
Yep. Second drop. Fish a drop. That'll do me.
Nice pearl. Love that purple. Beautiful. Work, Foxy. Keep that up.
Yep. And you don't have to put them on the measurer. They're worth catching.
That's it. Yeah. What do you got here, old boy? Little barry.
Yeah, another little barry. Good eating size.
Yep. More manageable when you go to clean those ones.
Keep catching them that size, Terry.
Yeah, we don't want the big one, we want them that size. Oh, nice pearly, Dave. Oh, yeah. That's a cracker. Oops.
Okay, we moved about 500 metres to another little bit of patch, and that's the pearly that come off of it. He's about a 55 centimetre one.
Beautiful pearl, Foxy. Getting that long pearl bone they get a decent size. Beautiful purples over it. Chicken of the sea.
You get a decent fillet off this size.
Very good, Foxy, that'll do us.
Yep, a few more that size.
Adios.
How old do you reckon that'd be, Greg?
They do range, depending if they're male or female, but he's probably about going around that 6 to 8 years old, that one. They do vary a little bit, but all the ones I've had tested, that size there, yeah, probably about 6 to 8 years old. New species, this one. Never seen that one before. Very similar to the pinkies you get up in the shallow water up north, but that's a deep water variety. It's a yellow flame tail, that one, Foxy.
Yeah. And if you've got no perspective in it, it's about 15 kilos.
It's huge. A bright fluorescent yellow. That'll do us. Nice legal size. Little bucket hat.
Yeah. Those hooks, they work good, don't they? Yeah, they're right in the corner there.
Mustard circles. Another nice pearly. Not a massive one, but
Yeah,
good eater.
Yep.
There's all I got.
Here, Fox? What do you call that?
That one there is a breeder.
You're letting the team down, mate. Just come across a new spot here. And, got the boys sitting right on it. Directly over the top of it. Very small isolated spot, flat bottom. Bit of weed growth on it. It's enough to attract the fish. You see the fish sitting on it. I can see the bait sitting there. It's got individual fish sitting all around it. Let the boys to drop down. Just position the boat really precisely on it because it's so small, and I'm within 2 meters at the moment. Sit right on it, and both the boys are hooked up now. You got your old boy?
What is it?
Larry, a little tiny nanny with it. Yeah. It's not huge, but it's still a good fish. Nice pearly, a little nanny. Beautiful fish. That's a lovely fish. Yep. Typical flying new spots, we often get the big quality fish off it straight away. It's a good one, Dave.
Yeah, maybe
A nice one.
50 centimetre one, eh?
Yeah, maybe a fraction more, I reckon. Lovely. The joys of finding new spots, mate.
Yep.
Looks better, Foxy?
Yeah, I'm just letting them load up.
Yep. The idea of just slowly bringing that bait up, see the boys like Dad just to slowly crank the handle on the electric. While that fish is shaking all the scraps of that bait off. Often attracts the other fish to come through and eat it. So by doing so, we're keeping the strike zone a little bit longer. Still keeps pressure on the fish so the hook stays in it. And you're hoping that a bigger fish or another fish comes through and eats one of the other baits as well.
Things there spinning.
A couple nannies, isn't it? Pearlies and a nanny. We've got 3 fish on this one.
Size to handle, no.
That bottom one's not too bad. There we go. 2 pearlies and an eastern nannygai. 2 of the pearlies will go back. That one there's not a bad fish. He'll stay. Alright, I'm going to have a go for a pearly on a mustard wingman jig, 150 gram. Drop it down, same principle goes as what we've been doing with the bigger deep drop rigs. Just trying to keep the boat straight at the top. These are a slow fall jig, you want them to flutter when you get down there. If you've got too much belly or line angle, they won't flutter correctly, you won't work them properly, you waste your time. You see it's going back at an angle straight away, going to hit reverse. and get back over the top of the mark. Line straight up and down. Just keep repeating the process. Yep. Got him. Yep. Fish on. Just drop down a mustard wingman jig, 150 gram, and hooked up. With these pearlies, you actually don't want to be too aggressive with your action. Just nice little lifts and pauses. They often hit you on the paws. Feel like a bad fish, not huge. Bad for a jig. So I'm using a Venom Ocean Warrior jigging rod here, and an Ocean Jigger 3000, PE4 on it. These rods are a slow fall jigging rod. This one here is suited to 100 to 300 gram jigs. I will put the part number up above here, and also you can find it in the description. So all my videos for the products I'm using, you'll find links to them all in my descriptions. I'd like to have a look, and then you can go to your tackle shop and order what you want. If they don't have it, they can certainly order it in for you. Won't go too hard on this fish, as most people know that pearlies have a fairly soft mouth. Here it comes. Bad one. There we go. Nice pearl perch on the mustard wingman jig, 150 gram. Got to be happy with that. 115 odd metres of water. Saw the action I was using there. Nothing too erratic, nothing too fast. And you've got a chance of catching these species among several others. Happy days. Alright, hit bottom. Just going to do nice slow action with it. There we go. Not real big, unfortunately. See, buddy. Go back and repeat the process. Grass, please, mate. Yep. Another small fish, unfortunately. Illegal, that one. It's his lucky day. Yeah, pretty fish. It's good eating if you can get the bigger size. See you, bud. So there we go, guys. Bit of live bottom here. Bit of bait, and you can see big pearl perch sitting hard up against it here feeding. We'll get some big ones out of this. Yep. There you go, that's a better one. Oh yeah, slide down a bit. That's a big one. That's it. Oh yeah. Alright, another new spot. Finding heaps today. Pulling a few fish off each, and I'm just keep moving. Boys have dropped down. It actually looks really, really good. And sure enough, they've hooked up straight away. Foxy hand lining in the background there. Just keeping the pressure on. That's quite a good fish. It could be a bark bullet or big pearly. Big pearlies fight pretty hard, so wait and see. Pretty joggly today. It's been blowing through the night, so the seas are a little bit rough still. Not a lot of breeze, probably that 12, 13 knots. Just enough to be uncomfortable. There we go. Nothing more rewarding than finding new ground and putting time in to search around. When you find something and just hooking up straight away, there's nothing better as a fisherman, especially a skipper. You feel like you get rewarded for those efforts you put in. See what he's got here. I don't think Fox's has got a very big one, but whatever Dad's hooked here is quite a good fish. On the Wilson deep drop rods, you can see in the background here, fairly long tapered rod, nice and soft, which is great for a lot of your bottom fish like pearly, so you don't tear the hooks out. But they've still got a heap of power for pulling your big bar cod, flamies, all sorts of species. We've put absolutely everything on them. Just a really good all-round rod for doing the deep drop stuff. So it's got a bent butt on the end of it, so you can put it in the gunnel like this. Fish quite easily out of it. Here it comes. I reckon you're going to be going for the net here. Looks like, yeah, bar cod. Oh, it's a big pearl. Oh, it's a monster. Oh, let me grab it quick. Have a go at that. Giddy up. I love these fish, and when you're getting them that size, that is awesome. Brand new ground, 3 at a time, and they are dead set crackers for Brisbane. We get some of these big ones up off Fraser, a few other areas, but when you get big ones like this off Brizzy, where it's been hit hard for a long time, that is awesome. Have a go at that. Yes. There we go, hooks are out. Get a better look at them. That's 4.5, possibly 4.7 kg. That one there's probably around the 4.2, maybe a fraction under. Yes, cracking pearls. So good, especially when you find a new ground. If you want to find big pearls, find new spots. That's why I'm going spot to spot, because I'm trying to locate big ones. Bit of bait there with some big fish around it. I was quietly confident we're going to pull some good ones off that, and we did. Giddy up. There we go, just a bit better perspective of that fish holding it sideways. That is a cracker. Those big long pearl bones they get when they get a good size to them. Those pearl bones just get longer and longer with age. How cool. And no, I'm not holding it close to the camera. You'll see my arm is down by my side, so that is a big fish. How awesome is that? That's a good one, Foxy.
Yep.
That's the drifter after.
You said they look good size on the sounder.
Yep. Yeah,
That one's out to get you.
Nearly got a piercing through the old fella there. Prince Albert by a pearly. You beauty. That's. Yeah. Surprise me, Foxy.
Yep, alright.
We want something different.
Oh, something different there. I don't know what it is.
What we got? Kingfish. Yep.
Kingfish.
There we go, a little kingy. After snapper, not kingies, Foxy.
Yep.
Righto, let him go.
Spear him in.
Oh, that's a flip. Boy. What do you got? Yep, got a snapper. Beautiful. There we go, a little snapper. First one of the day.
We'll get a few more on this spot, I think.
He's done a big runny turd here. You feral bugger. That looks gross.
I think you got the run.
He does. There you go, there, old boy. Surprise me with another snapper, will you?
I hope we're a snapper, not a yellow-tailed king.
Yeah, snapper. Sure is. Another snapper. Yeah, just small, mate. Another pearly on the jig.
You want to open that up and I'll snip?
There we got another nice pearl. Yep. Beautiful fish. Right. Yep.
Still a good one, Terry, eh?
Yeah, still a good fish. Where's 3? You only got 1.
Oh, sorry.
What happened?
Let the team down.
You let us down, old boy. That's a nice fish. Happy with our morning's catch, I decided to go sounding for the next 4 hours in areas and depths I hadn't looked before. Although I marked some new spots in, none of them looked to be holding decent fish, and unfortunately this is just part of sounding for new ground. Needing one more pearl perch for our bag limit of 4 each, I stopped off in an old spot 95 metres of water and had one last drop.
Yep. What? Yep.
Both the boys are on. What do you got here? Oh, beautiful, quick. Oh, one of those krasyukova's perch. Beautiful.
What is it called?
Krasyukova perch. Look at that, Foxy.
What is it? Oh,
Yeah, Tommy got one of them around here.
Something different, isn't it?
Yep,
Beautiful colours. Yeah.
absolutely awesome. There we go. Beautiful.
Good one, Terry.
Yeah, beautiful fish.
I don't know how you pronounce this thing, but Krasyukova's perch, I believe they call them. Some people call them sunrise perch, which is not correct. Foxy's got a nice pearl.
I'm trying both bigger ones, but we're about to wrap up things, so he's going to make the bag limit.
But these things are absolutely beautiful eating. They end up with black through here, so that's a fairly old one. That's a good size one, that one. Nice.
These eyes are popping.
Yeah, he's got a Specsavers.
One them in too quick, Terry.
Yeah. Geez, they're pretty, aren't they?
Unbelievable. They're the colours.
They had a coloration through that fish.
Yeah. Orange
That
and
shows
red.
up in the camera.
Pinks.
Beautiful.
And even on the head. They've got all the
Yeah.
colours too.
Good work, boys.
Yeah, no, good.
Very nice. And that will do us for the day. Had a good day, caught ourselves a really good feed, and found lots of new spots holding good fish, which is even better. So we can come back to it at a later date. As you've seen, we only pull a few fish from each spot before we move on. That's just looking after spots for future trips. So you can go to them, pull a few fish, and just keep repeating that process instead of coming out, flogging the same spots, and then you get stuck where you've got no spots to go to. So it not only makes your future trips, but if you can continually do that throughout the day, then you're still going to catch a lot of fish. It definitely pays off. Anyway, I think it's time for us to head home. Got a nice box of fish, plenty of cleaning to do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Till next time, tie lines.